Hey guys, welcome back. A little while back, I made a video discussing my thoughts on TF2's Sniper. The conclusion I came to was that Sniper is not overpowered because he can be overcome by picking the right class, items, and especially with simple teamwork. I got some feedback. Some of it was just people commenting the word no, but one of the more common bits of feedback I received is that free-to-play players cannot voice or text chat. I did mention this in my video, but failed to consider how it utterly destroyed my own points since I focus so much on teamwork, which is something F2Ps, a large portion of TF2's player base, cannot reasonably do. After making that video and reading all 300 plus comments under it, I've come to the conclusion that the large amount of frustration surrounding Sniper comes from a general ignorance of how to fight him. If you don't know how to beat Sniper, he can feel oppressive, annoying, and yes, overpowered. But he is not. Before you say anything, know that nothing in this video requires a specific class to work. Today, I'm going to lay out a comprehensive guide of how to beat Sniper as any class. Scout is one of the classes I would say is built to fight Sniper. His speed and double jump are perfect for throwing off a sniper's aim, and scouts often take flank routes and side paths that can place them out of common sight lines, allowing them to get up close to deal horrifying amounts of burst damage. But that's the easy part. The hard part comes when a sniper is looking at you through a scope and lining up a shot. He only needs one headshot to take you down, and that can be a little nerve-wracking. In this situation, zigzags are your friend. Change direction constantly, not just with running, but with double jumps. Scout can double jump in any direction, regardless of where he was previously running, so use this to throw him off. Double jump a few times, getting and expecting another one, and then don't. Crouch low to the ground for a brief moment, halting all momentum. The whole time you're doing this, you need to be pestering him with your pistol, or even chip damage from the scattergun. Anything works. This can all be massively helped by equipping the Winger or Atomizer, as you can then triple jump and change jump height on a whim, which will make you near impossible to predict. Avoid running in straight lines whenever possible, because it will get you killed. But with the constant chip damage knocking off his aim and your head being all over the screen, he won't be able to kill you easily. Honestly, if a sniper sees someone moving like this and still lands a headshot, he deserves the kill at that point. With Soldier, fighting a sniper can be either easy or next to impossible, depending on one simple question. Can you rocket jump? If you can use rocket jumping consistently and well, you will have almost no issues killing Sniper. You're flying around the map at Mach 5 and can at any time call an airstrike on the rough location of the sniper, often from an angle he wouldn't know to be watching. If you can't rocket jump, or at least not very well, it gets trickier. Soldier is slow when he's just walking. The same movement tricks that the Scout uses are available to Soldier, minus the double jump. If he's looking at you, walk in zigzags, crouch jump, get behind stuff, and spend any spare moment spamming him out with long-range rockets. They don't do much damage individually, but seeing 4 or 5 rockets headed his way will force the sniper to unscope and move, giving you precious leeway to get to a safer spot. You can also use the battalion's backup to gain a larger health pool and occasional crit immunity. Just equipping this thing makes it harder for snipers to fight back, and is a fantastic option when your rocket jumping isn't quite up to par. Learning to rocket jump quickly and well is just part of playing Soldier, so once you've got that down, it won't be hard at all to counter Sniper with the Rocket Man. Pyro is a hard case, I admit. He has very few tools that can help him against a sniper. It honestly surprises me, however, that the squirt shot is looked down upon in the community when it does so well at countering him. I mean, hit him with one squirt shot flare and you've immediately bought yourself at a minimum 5 seconds of freedom from the scope. Even if he's wearing the danger shield, the knockback still applies. But if this section just boiled down to equip the squirt shot dummy, I feel like people would riot. Honestly, any of the flare guns work at distracting Sniper, especially the Man Melter. The Man Melter is an underrated sniper stuffing king. It flies faster and further, meaning you can hit more distant targets with more ease, and hey, if you happen to have a crit stored up, it can be effortless to sting him from across the map with a 90 damage flare plus afterburn. That's lethal if he doesn't get health. Now of course, the danger shield does counter the Man Melter, but that isn't as big of a deal as people suppose. Why? Because if he's wearing the danger shield, you know for a fact he isn't wearing the Razorback, so you can just go spy and backstab him until he gets annoyed and puts on the Razorback, then go Pyro and flare gun him to your heart's content. So few people are willing to play cleverly, and it shows with how they complain. No sniper would be able to withstand the annoyance of never having the right shield for the job, since if he isn't wearing the shield, he's getting flared, and if he is, he's getting backstabbed. There is real utility in trolling like this, as it throws off their mental game and makes it hard for them to perform well. Also, the Girardi extinguishing afterburn hardly matters, as it has a long cooldown and you can hit him with 8 8 more flares before he gets another jar. Aside from annoying him though, if you want to kill the sniper, well, nothing beats the thermal thruster for getting up close so your flamethrower can finish the job. A sniper close to a pyro is just dead. You can damage him constantly and air blast him to knock off his aim at any time. If you get within spitting distance of a sniper as pyro and still lose, that's your fault. Fun! That's what DEMOMAN is. Fun! This section is going to be quite short, as a lot of countering Sniper as demo comes from stuff we've already covered. Move unpredictably, take side routes to stay out of his vision, but there are some pointers I can share. One of the most consistent ways to counter Sniper as demo is to sticky jump towards him, lay a sticky bomb right at his feet, and then shoot a pipe grenade, timing your detonation so that the sticky explodes almost simultaneously with the pipe connecting. It's a 1-2 punch that is guaranteed to insta-kill any sniper it's used on unless they're overhealed, but even then it leaves them at no health and one more shot will do it. If you have the sticky jumper, you can focus purely on hitting those pipe grenades and getting out again since you can jump without damaging yourself. As for Demo Knight, it depends. With the Tide Turner, you can not only throw in curly Q charges that are impossible to predict, but you can trimp easily to bypass their sightline entirely. But my personal favorite thing to do, which I do not recommend, is to use the Claymore so I can kill the snipers with a mile-long charge. It isn't practical, since effective snipers can easily kill a charging Demo Knight unless he's turning all over the place, but it's fun for me. Look, Engineer, along with Medic, just shouldn't be fighting Sniper. It isn't his job, and the vast majority of the time, Snipers and Engineers are not going to interact at all. I mean, Engie does have a shotgun, which can put down the Aussie with 2 quick shots, less if you got revenge crits, but the only real way for Engineer to shut down a Sniper from range is to build a mini-sentry and pester him with a Wrangler. It doesn't do much except throw off their aim, but hey, it can buy you and your team enough time to get through a sightline, so it isn't useless. If you're dedicated to killing a Sniper as Engineer, you can do it, just flank him and stank him with the panic attack. But I won't lie, Engineer has very few tricks to directly attack the Sniper if they both are in their optimal spots. This is the same as the Engineer section, except if you're at a Haley East level of crossbow efficacy. If you can land crossbow shots like all the time, then yeah, it can be worth it to send bolts sailing across the map to deal moderate damage to the Sniper. You can indeed kill them this way, as it only takes 2 max range crossbow shots to kill a light class. Even hitting them once is often enough to make them back off to get healing, so yeah, go for it if you think you can land this shot. Other than that, you should be behind your team and letting them get shot instead of you. If there are multiple snipers on the enemy team, or just one really good one, consider equipping the Vaccinator, as it can make your teammates almost invulnerable to Sniper at almost any time. Shoot him. Yeah. Wait, why did I make this section? Spy has so many advantages over Sniper, it almost isn't fair. He can go invisible to get through sightlines, he can dead ringer to just tank quickscope headshots even with the big earner equipped, he can backstab him, he can shoot him with the Ambi or Enforcer or any of his sidearms, he can make Sniper just impossible to play. I have no patience for people who have a hard time countering Sniper as Spy. Spy is built for this, and only pure novices or arrogant pricks who refuse to improve have any difficulties completely shutting down a Sniper hard with this class. Anyone can backstab a Sniper, the trick is to do so and get away to do it again. I can do that. I often don't because I get greedy for more stabs and go in when I really should run, but nah, that's my fault. I die as Spy because of my own stupidity most of the time, as it should be. Sniper is far from bad and further from boring. He makes the game interesting in a different way from the other classes, but some people just refuse to believe that the incredible damage of Heavy or the impressive power of Ubercharge could have anything to hold it back. Game mechanics need to be balanced, and Sniper is a necessary cog in the machine of TF2. Without him, the power classes would go unchecked, Ubers would be dropped far more rarely, and in all honesty, the threat of dying instantly the moment you round a corner forces people to clump up and work together. Not only is he necessary, he's quite simply countered. I hope I've shown that in this video. I tried to keep my strategies from leaning too heavily on item usage, as people tend to resist being made to change loadouts for some reason, even though that's what the game is designed around, and I stuck to more general advice. It's important to note that you don't need any one unlock to shut down Sniper. They only make the job a little easier. Countering Sniper without flares as Pyro is doable, it's just harder. Do I die to Sniper? Yes. Does it sometimes come out of nowhere and frustrate me to no end? Of course! In those moments, I can't help but feel irritated at Sniper's overall existence. But the fact is, Sniper is very, very counterable. You just have to be willing to adapt to the situation, change classes or loadouts, and respect his particular strengths. So many people are convinced he's overpowered because they outright refuse to swap off Heavy. Of course he feels OP in that situation, but all classes can't be viable all the time, and in some situations, one class really does outshine another. Oh, and one more thing. If you're sick of snipers, like really sick of them, don't play on Enclosure. Just don't. That's all. Like, subscribe, and get out of here. Video's over.